An affluent neighborhood in Atlanta is on edge when a grandmother was stabbed to death in her gated community. Police say 77-year-old Eleanor Bowles' son found her dead in the garage of her Buckhead townhome last weekend. The man that we just showed you, 23-year-old Antonio Brown, is now under arrest, accused of stabbing her to death when she tried to stop him from stealing her car. This killing once again calling attention to public safety concerns.
Here in Buckhead, crime is down in almost every single category. The only one that is still up is in shoplifting. Every single category is down, and most of them are down by double digits.
But it is reigniting a push for neighborhoods like Buckhead, which are actually wanting to secede from the city of Atlanta and create their own city. We're talking to Bill White, the volunteer chairman and CEO of the Buckhead City Committee. Thank you for being with us. I understand that what the mayor said was that crime was down, but I'm sure that everybody's still talking about the horrific murder of this grandmother. And no doubt that's rocked the neighborhood. So what would benefit residents to secede? Is it something about having your own police force?
Yeah, Adrienne, thanks for having us on. I just first want to say, since we've been talking with the family of Eleanor Bowles, she was an amazing human being. She was the mother of Michael and Nick, and grandmother and mother-in-law and dear family member and community member here in Buckhead. She moved into this gated community for her own safety at 77. Our hearts go out to them. That's tough to talk about other things right now when the community is writhing in pain with that family. But Adrienne, it's very disheartening to see a politician come into Buckhead for the second time in 3 weeks to say, you heard it, you played it. He says that crime is down in Buckhead. How can you tell people in Buckhead crime is down after murder after murder after murder in Buckhead? We are at our historic high from 2 years ago of murder in Buckhead. I don't want to call the mayor a liar, but I don't know why he says that. And no one believes him. Crime is not down. And two things very important, Adrienne, why Buckhead City would have prevented all this. There are two incidences here. His rap sheet is as long as my leg. He should be rotting in jail. He should have never been out to commit these crimes. I still don't understand why he has to stab a 77-year-old woman to steal her car. But listen to this. We find out yesterday that he was robbing a liquor store nearby this location, and it took APD over 25 minutes to respond to that call. There's not enough resources, and we're not blaming the officers. It's the city and this mayor that are unable to keep Buckhead safe anymore. He voted to defund the police, so no cops want to come work for a city that isn't going to back their cops. That's why Buckhead City would have 3 times the amount of police officers. And I will tell you that in front of that liquor store, we would have had an officer posted, which is on our posting map, for Buckhead City, 300 officers versus 100. We're going to stop crime in Buckhead in very short order, and this murder could have been avoided.
It's really sad to see that something like this could happen anywhere. Clearly, our condolences to this family, this community. But what needs to happen for a split from Atlanta right now? Because it was not something that was able to happen last year.
Yes, we had a lieutenant governor and a speaker of the House. God rest his soul, by the way. David Ralston passed away in office last month, and our condolences to his family. But those two officials wanted to give Atlanta a year to see what the mayor could do. You know, he's just elected. He's not a bad human being. I don't wish any ill will on any of our elected officials. I believe they're doing their best, but I don't think they have the political willpower to make the change to stop crime. So we have a bill coming in the Georgia state legislature. We fully expect that the legislature will pass these bills. We are grateful to our Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones coming in, our new Speaker John Burns, and Governor Kemp, who was just handily reelected. He would sign the bill, and then that would allow us to vote on November 7th, 2023. And we expect the vote to be successful. And on that day, we would be a new city. We have a great plan to reduce taxes, improve public safety, and make loving and funding our police #1 for public safety.
Bill White, thank you for joining us again and telling your story and your community's story. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Adrienne. Again, our condolences to the Bowles family.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.